The 9 realms of the gods. I am the greatest of the 3. I am Odin, brother of Vili and Vi. We stand above that emptiness, that Gnunga gap, where we slew Ymir, first giant in our death trap. Still ringing in our ears, the last screams of the drowning first generation of giants come from Ymir. His blood made great oceans and took them near all, yet 2 escaped to continue the line. Now my tale moves from kenning and rhyme, for I have much to impart and cannot dawdle. I shall tell thee how we forged the 3 by 3, the 9 that are one, the realms of this world. Of old, 2 realms existed, dread Muspelheim in the south, frigid Niflheim to the north, betwixt them Gnunga gap. There we placed the dead body of Ymir, the greatest of giant kind. We took the power of Ymir, stripped his body to make the realms. With our hands, our craft, our might, we took his ample carcass and bent it to our intent. His bones we did take and pile high to make the mountains and crags of all of the realms. Each contained an echo of his power when roused. Ymir's last snarls and screams reverberate from them. The blood of Ymir we twisted with our power, so they became the lakes, rivers, streams, and seas. From his muscle, we made the lands. It changes as we dig with open hands, fertile soil transformed from sinews, and so we cover the mountainous bones of the lands. From Ymir's hair, we create the trees. Mighty stands that cover the worlds, each a thing of bounty from one of his strands. From Ymir's brains we bring forth the clouds, calm most often, white and pure, but oft to reflect Ymir's endless ire, becoming dark and terrible. There, in Ymir's festering flesh, worms and maggots did dwell. As we sifted with our hands to make the soils, we took them aside and used them for more. From this stock we made the dwarves and the elves, denizens of some of the worlds we have wrought. Ymir's empty skull we place above all, held up by 4 dwarfs, Austri, Vestri, Northri, and Sauri. This, the sky, shall soon be filled, for we 3 sneak into Muspelheim for its wonders. Vili, Vi, and myself, Odin, we sneak into the land in the south. Into Muspelheim we quest. Past burning plains of fire, lakes of red-hot mountain spite, there we quietly pass beyond Surt, who endlessly wields his great sword of flames. Sparks smash from it as he hews his realm, and we steal the leavings, small and large. With the sparks we make the stars. With the 2 largest we make the moon and the sun. Set in the heavens in the skull of Ymir, above all of the realms, both day and night have their special splendors. Great Yggdrasil, the world tree, climbs tall as we work. She settles 3 roots upon the realms. Other places we suspend upon her mighty boughs. The world tree, she is central to all. In the north is one of the first, Niflheim, land of cold and ice. Its peaks are high, its dales covered in sleekest snow, fields of ice never ending, the swift winds pierce, shattering teeth in chattering cold. With but 1 step into this realm, its clutches snatch away all warmth, robbing dragon-breath plumes, while freezing the very lungs within a man's chest. Its endless bounds are death, but without spite. In this realm are one of the roots of the world tree, Yggdrasil. Scant his life here, horrendous when encountered. We see the mighty worm, Niflheim, which forever gnaws. It bites and sinks its teeth into the world tree, attempting to slay it with its vile poisons. There is one of the 3 holy springs of water, sister to Mimisbrunner and Udrabrunner, which I shall get to at another time. Though huge in expanse, nothing else is here but frigidity. To the south of the realms we make, there is Muspelheim, the land of fiery lake. But we have discussed this realm of burning rock and coughing ash, so I go on. Alheim is a glorious realm, but one we do not visit from this moment on. Close to our own lands, it is a place of wonder. Cool, fresh springs and streams run through its beauty. The skies are bright, and the sun and stars more so. There enchanted woods are found, with every form of flower abound. On the gentle breezes bell-like chimes do sound. The elves do claim this realm, as intended, for we knew they would need a home alike to them. For elves are bright, glowing and white, beings made as if of light. Pure things, crafters, singers, dancers and dreamers. They are ruled by the others, not we, the gods, the Aesir, but by Frey, one of those exchanged to end a war between our peoples. The others, beings as mighty as we, hail from unknown pedigree. They claim the realms of Ydenheim, their name given to this realm. We, the gods, my children and theirs, are called the Aesir. They have lineages as well, and are named the Vanir. Gods of wisdom, laughter and fertility, but different to us. Their realm we cannot access, and this just blows. But the war between the Vanir and we Aesir is definitely for another time. To Nidavellir next we go. Like many places, many faces, this one too has multiple names. Some call it Svartalheim, where the dwarves abide. Again, some call them dark elves, for they do not turn their faces to the sun, for there is none in this realm. All are fields of darkness, with only bare light from the stars. Yet this is not the truth for Sindri's folk, the dwarves. This realm is not for fields and dales, but the innards of the very earth. The dwarves delve deep into the very bones of Ymir. They make their fastnesses from the mountains themselves, and ever are their forges lit with mystic flames that bring heats where wonders can be made. Sindri's folk, the dwarves, toil endlessly under their stone halls. Their artifice is greater than any Vanir, elf, or even Aesir. Their caverns march on endlessly, like the tunnels of worms. These folk we are close with, for they are the makers of wonders. Many of our greatest icons of might will be forged by them. Helheim is where our feet take us next, the base of the root, the last of the worlds we wrought. For the best we shall leave until last. Here is where the shades of mortal and god alike go after their deaths. Those not chosen by my riders, my Valkyrie. A place that is cold and where no fires can exist. At first, It can appear as Niflheim, yet it is not. This is the shadow realm where all is darkness. The shades of many will abide in the high hall of hell. That she is not yet born. I have not banished her here to this place to rule yet. There dwells the grave of Volva, the mightiest of seers. From such I shall one day hear of dread Ragnarok. But I shall impart this tale at another time. It is not for the telling now. And yea, we head now unto Ydenheim. Despite that we slew their sire, despite that we will ever call them our enemies, yet did we, Odi, Vili, and Ve, create them a realm of their own. This is the land of the Jotuns, the giants of old. For two escaped the great drowning, the blood of Ymir. They beget a vast and numerous people. Ever shall we be at each other's throats. Ever must we, the Aesir, watch for their encroachment. For they would slay us all if the chance were given. Thus do we fortify Asgard, and watch eternally for their trespass into Midgard. And in Jotunheim, there not only Jotuns, but other evils dwell. The trolls and great wolves abide, breeding and becoming strong. Yet they are not all of the same mind, not all as accursed as their kind. And from their line come many a wife or lover of we Aesir. They are needed for balance, for the opposite to our stand. We are order and law. They're the breakers of bounds, the lawless. Towering mountains and open plains, hard lands, as hard as their peoples. The great hall Utgard at its center, a place of threat and of wonder. There we Aesir visit to parley. Their Jotun lords hold court eternal. And now, unto Asgard, the realm for us, the gods of this world. We Aesir there do dwell, and mighty is our home. Asgard, where the many halls reside, where Valhalla and others are built. Halls for myself, later for Thor, and each god or goddess of power. There do the victorious dead feast and sup mead by night, preparing for each new day, where they take to the fields of glory, and battle ensues unending. There do the glowing white souls of the brave sharpen their skills, for one day the hall shall be opened, and the bright shades of the brave will march with the Aesir to that final battle, the Ragnarok. In Asgard, all is ruled by my will, but also by law in wisdom writ. Here alone there is perfect order, there is bounty and rightness. High will be the walls of Asgard, sharp the spears of those on their summit. Yet, we will be tested more than once. From Asgard comes Bifrost, my rainbow bridge. Along its path, we Aesir can descend to the mortal realm. From it, we can reach all parts of reality. And lastly, we come to that place in the middle. Yet the lawful and lawless will one day walk here. For now, it is empty. This middle kingdom, this realm of Midgard. I and my brothers walk its bright beaches, its cold northern mounts. Here we walk the green luscious fields and dales. Here we see the sun and moon blaze brightest. Here we see the fjords at their most beauteous. It teems with life, from fish to harvest to roots and crops. Here are things of both wonder and terror, for wolves and deer dwell side by side. Yet there is room for more here also, and with my brothers we move to change this. In our wisdom and might we birth the peoples that will hear our songs, will give sacrifice and honor to our bounty. They, the mortals. Yet this is a tale for another time.